Good evening and welcome to another fun edition of Sheboygan A's Baseball as the A's are taking on the Manitowoc Bandits. It'll be Brandon Billy on the mound for the Sheboygan A's to get the start, with Janquart getting the start for the Bandits. The starting lineup for Manitowoc will be Casper the catcher to lead it off, and then Janquart again the pitcher batting second, and Vorpagel the shortstop batting third. Mandich, the right fielder, will bat in the cleanup spot with Rotier batting fifth and Lensmeyer batting sixth. And the bottom of the order is going to be Hadler, Mandich, and then Kruger, the third baseman. And the defensive alignment for the A's tonight in the outfield, it'll be Josh Gates out in left, Drew Lechner out in center, and Ross Christ out in right. On the infield, it'll be Jimmy Jurgensen. At first base, Jake Arns at second, Jake Fallish at short, Harry Stout at third, and Logan Vittmeyer doing the catching for Sheboygan today. Brendan Billy comes in with just a couple of innings under his belt to start the year. He's made just 2 appearances. He's got 2 innings. He's got an ERA of 4.5. He's given up 2 hits in those 2 innings. He's got 1 run given up, struck out 2 and walked 2. This is his first start of the year. Now he's in the windup, and his opening pitch is swung on and fouled away by Chris Casper. It's a foul ball. It's 0-1, and we are underway. Swinging another foul to the left side and out of play. So count goes to 0-2. Now a swing and a fly ball on the infield, playable. And Harry Stout will make the call on the catch about 3/4 of the way up the third base line. Just in fair territory for the first out of the inning.
Pitcher number 2, Gene Court.
First pitch to Gene Court is inside. For a ball, it's 1-0. Now Gene Court follows that one to the right side, out of play. It's a ball and a strike on the Bandits pitcher, as now he'll take one that's high for a ball, and it's 2-1. Two one from Billy, missed upstairs. It's 3-1. Billy, a right-handed pitcher, and now he's 3-1. Missed high for ball 4, and that's going to be a 1-out walk to put Gene Court at first, and Vorpagel, the shortstop, will now bat.
Shortstop number 1, Earl Vorpagel.
Earl Vorpagel bats from the right side as he'll take one on the outside corner. It's a called strike. It's 0-1. Now the 0-1 is fouled back into the screen, and it's 0-2. We're just underway here in the top of the first inning. No score, runner at first, 1 out in the inning. Now a throw over to first, and Gene Court is back in with a slide into first. Now a swing and a ground ball right up the middle. We picked up by Fallish. He'll step on second for 1. The throw to first is in time. And that's a 6-3 double play. And the A's are out of the inning. So the Bandits get one runner on the walk, but thanks to the double play, essentially works as a 1-2-3 inning, and we are through one half. We're going to go to the bottom of the first. Bandits nothing, A's coming up.
At some point, a line has to be drawn. No! For us, that line is only delivering within 5 minutes of our stores, so your sandwich arrives freaky fresh. It's nothing personal. It's because sandwich.
Back for the bottom of the first, Jake Jeancourt on the mound for the Bandits. And the A's lineup today, it's going to be Ross Chris to lead it off. Jake Fallish, the shortstop, will bat second, and Jimmy Jurgensen, the first baseman, will bat third. Middle of the order will be Harry Steltz, then Jake Arns and Logan Vittmeyer. And the bottom of the order will be Josh Gates, the left fielder, then Kyle Peterson, who's DHing for Brandon Billy, batting eighth, and then Drew Lechner, the center fielder, batting at the bottom of the order.
Leading off for your Sheboygan A's, the right fielder, number 31, Ross Chris.
So Chris, the left-handed batter, steps in. And he takes one down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Ross Chris having a good start to his year. Through the first, now 19 games for him, he's hitting .304 with a .418 on base as he takes one outside. It's 2-0. We'll swing and a pop-up to the left side. And a nice play is made by the third baseman, Krieger, who makes the catch up against the A's railing near their dugout. So a fly out in foul territory is the first out. And that's going to bring up Jake Fallish. Jake Fallish takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Fallish at .206 batting average. On base stands at .301. This is his game number 23 for him. So the foul ball, it's 0-2. And now he takes one right on the outer third for a called third strike. And Fallish is called out on strikes. So two quick outs. And that's going to bring up Jimmy Jurgensen.
Jimmy Jurgensen.
First pitch is a called strike to the left-handed batting Jurgensen, playing first base today. A's coming into today's game are 16-9 overall. Jurgensen takes another called strike, and it's 0-2. 16-9-1, excuse me. There was a tie. So this is game 27 on the year. That one missed down low. 1-2 evens up at 2-2. A swing and a miss on a pitch maybe just off the outside, and it's the third out as Gene Court goes 1-2-3 inning with a couple of Ks, and we're going to go to the top of the second. We're scoreless between the Bandits and the A's. Back for the top of the second, Luke will lead it off. And he takes one up and in for a ball. It's 1-0. We're scoreless through the first. Now there's a hard ground ball to the right side. Arns plays it on a couple of hops on his backhand, and he'll make the throw across in time for a nice 4-3 putout for the first out of the inning.
First baseman, number 21, Michael Rotier.
And that's going to bring up Michael Rotier, the first baseman. And he takes a first pitch that's high for a ball. It's 1-0. Popped up, shallow left, and Gates will make the call and the catch in shallow left. And that's two quick outs for Brandon Billy and the A's, and that's going to bring up the second baseman, Lensmeyer.
Jared Lensmeyer.
Lensmeyer playing at second base as he'll take one inside for a ball. Oh, the 1-0 hit in the right, playable, and an easy play for Ross Chris as he just has to take a couple steps to his left. And that's a very quick 1-2-3 inning on just 6 pitches for Brandon Billy. So we're going to go to the bottom of the second, and it's a still scoreless ball game. A's and Bandits have nothing. Bottom of the second, and the A's have their middle of the order. Harry Stelt's going to lead it off against Gene Quart, who had a 1-2-3 inning, including a couple of strikeouts. And Stelt takes a first pitch strike, and it's 1-0. And now quickly 0-2. Gene Quart has been pounding the strike zone. 0-2, missed down and away. Ball and 2 strikes. Stelt, .313 batting average, on base at .438. Now he'll swing and foul that one to the right side, and that's going to kick out a play. Maybe. Stelt with a home run on the year. And now he'll swing and foul another one away. He, Arns, and Jurgensen are the only players for the A's with a home run, all with one. And now Stelt will foul that one into the screen. Staying alive. This will be pitch number 7 of the at-bat coming. Still 1-2. And he'll take that downstairs. It's 2-2. Now a swing and a ground ball to the left side, picked up by the shortstop Vorpagel. And the throw is going to be high, and that's going to allow Stelt to reach. And it actually goes into the dugout, so Stelt will get 2 bases on that. He'll go to second. Vorpagel did well to get to that ball, but he still had plenty of time to make it throw. He rushed it and overshot his man at first. So it's a 2-base error. A's have a runner in scoring position. Now it's Jake Arns who takes a called strike. A swing and a ground ball, right side, picked up by the first baseman Rotier. And he'll flip to the pitcher covering first to get the out. Stelt moves up to third.
Catcher number 20, Logan Wittmeyer.
So now it's going to bring up Logan Wittmeyer, runner 90 feet away at third. So it essentially works as a bunt. Called strike, it's 0-1. Swinging on a ground ball, right side, picked up by Rotier again. He'll step on first for a 3 unassisted, but it works as an RBI as Stelt comes home to score, and the A's take a 1-0 lead.
Left fielder number 36, Josh Gates.
So some small ball taking advantage of the 2-base error to lead off the inning. And it's going to bring up Josh Gates now. Base is empty, 2 outs, as he'll take a called strike. Quickly 0-2 now. Oh, that one missed downstairs. A ball and 2 strikes. To Josh Gates, the A's left fielder. Swinging a pop fly out of play. Still 1-2. Now a swing and sound like a broken bat hit up the middle. Picked up by the shortstop Vorpagel, who'll throw across in time to first for a 6-3 groundout and the end of the second. A's do get one thanks to an error. And we're going to go to the top of the third. A's lead 1-0 over the Bandits.
Our customers are people who work hard for their money. So we do everything we can to make their money work hard for them. At Meijer, we see it as a simple matter of respect. That's why for 80 years now, low prices have been built into the way we do business. Because the most important thing we can earn is the right to shake someone's hand and look them in the eye. Come see for yourself.
Top of the third. Billy out for his third inning. Now with a 1-0 lead, and it's a ball high and away on Tanner Hadler, the left fielder. Called strike, and it's 1-1. This one misses the outside edge at the knees. Count it 2-1. And now 2-2. This time he caught the outside corner. Two coming, swung on and fouled away into the screen. Two, swing and a miss. Pitch upstairs, and he swung right through it for the first out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 5, Taylor Mondis.
First pitch to Mondich is fouled into the screen, and it's an 0-1 count. A 1 for a called strike, and now it's 0-2. That one is in the dirt, gets away from Wittmeyer. It's a 1-2 count. One, two. Missed downstairs again. 2-2. Swinging another pop-up. This is going to kick out a play just over the Bandits' dugout down the right field line. And it's still 2-2. We're in the top of the third inning. A's have a 1-0 lead. I was swinging a ground ball just over the mound. A nice play by Brandon Billy. He loses his footing, but able to catch himself from falling. He sets himself and makes the throw over to first for a nice 1-3 putout.
Number 17, Jess Krieger.
Billy had to reach high in the air to get that ball from, if it gets past him, it might be an infield single. Nice play, takes away a potential infield hit. And now it's a foul ball on Jesse Krieger, and it's 0-1. Oh, 1 missed. It's 1-1.
Yeah.
1-1, high and away. Two one, fouled away, and kicks out of play, and it's 2-2. Now was swinging a ground ball right side, picked up by Jurgensen. He'll flip to Billy covering first. And that's another quick inning for Brandon Billy. Goes 1-2-3 again, and we're going to go to the bottom of the third. A's still clinging to their 1-0 lead.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
Leading off the bottom of the third is DH, Kyle Peterson. Takes a first pitch ball. It's 1-0. Kyle Peterson, a 143 batting average, 368 on base. As he's in a 1-1 count now, he'll hit that one hard to the first baseman, who makes a nice play, kind of falling towards the first base foul line. Plays the ball in a short hop, gets up, steps on first, and it's a 3 unassisted to begin the inning.
Center fielder, number 15, Drew Lechner.
So now it's Drew Lechner, the center fielder. He's hitting .261. His on-base stands at .370. As he'll take one outside, and it's 1-0. 1-0 missed. It's 2-0. 2-0 missed, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes. And a 3-0 taken all the way for a called strike, 3-1. (3-1). And a late call for a called strike 2. And now it's a full count. And there's ball 4. And Lechner, the 9-hole hitter works a one-out walk, and that puts a runner at first for the top of the order, and Ross Christ will now step in.
Number 31, Ross Christ.
Ross Christ takes a called strike. 0-1 the count. Now Lechner takes off on the pitch, and it's a foul ball, so he'll have to go back to first. Looks like he would have had second base easily. Christ is 0 for 1. He flew out in foul territory. Now a throw to first. Lechner's back in time. Long look from Gene Quart, and now a throw, and it's a fastball high in the zone. Forces the catcher Casper out of his crouch, and now it's a 1-2 count. 1-2 grounded right back to Gene Quart, who has to leap up to get that one. Throws to second to get the force there. Chris too speedy. As the throw to first is not in time, so it works as a 1-6 fielder's choice.
Number 5, Jake Fallish.
So Lechner is put out, and it's going to bring up Jake Fallish, and now he lines that one into left center. That's going to get down for a base hit, and it gets to the center fielder, Mondich, and now they're going to throw the ball away, and the A's are going to get a run. And Chris is going to go all the way, Fallish goes all the way to third base. And what is surely going to be a single and 2 errors. Christ had been held up around third, but the throw went to third base. It was high over the third baseman Krieger's head. So that allowed the runner from first, Chris, to score. And Fallish ends up going all the way to third base. Gives the A's their first hit. Fallish doesn't get an RBI. Now it's Jimmy Jurgensen who takes one outside for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 outside, 2-0. Swinging a foul back, and it's now 2-1. Missed downstairs. 3-1. Was swinging a ground ball to the shortstop for Pagel. He'll play it on a hop. Throws to first, and the out is recorded, and that's the end of the third inning. But the A's get one more on a couple of errors. A walk and a base hit. And we're going to go to the top of the fourth. A's lead 2-0.
I'm not usually...
I've never really been into this sappy, corny, mushy garbage.
You know what? I'm going for it. You are completely and utterly...
Awesome. Great. I'm glad you showed up.
in my life.
I could never get through this world without you.
You are really close to my...
Heart!
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I...
Get down, get down! There you are.
You always have...
My back, my back! I'm so glad you're alive.
It's like all these tiny little things
Yes, things.
are serious. and kind of important.
You gotta hold it like a baby bird.
And
Please be quiet.
listen, you hear that?
That's a little something I like to call
Friendship.
Top of the fourth. And it's quickly 2-0 on Chris Casper, the catcher. The 2-0 is hit into center. Playable for Lechner. Couple steps, kind of drifts towards left center to his right. For an easy out, number 1.
Pitcher number 2, Jake Kingport.
So that's going to bring up the opposing pitcher. Bats in the 2-hole. Jake Jeancourt. And he'll take a called strike, and it's 0-1. Oh, 0-1. And it's a curveball taken just inside for a ball. It's 1-1. Now a swing and a ground ball to the right side, picked up by Arns. Throw across in time. And it's an easy 4-3 put out. And 2 quick outs for Brandon Billy.
Shortstop number 1, Earl Warpagel.
Brings up Earl Vorpagel, the shortstop. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out in a 6-3 double play to end the first. Now he hits a little dribbler off the end of the bat. And ruled a foul ball. Appears as it hit him as he was coming out of the batter's box, even though the ball was in fair territory. So it's just a foul ball and an 0-1 count. Now the 0-1 hit through the right side. That's going to be in the right field, and that's going to be the first hit for the Bandits. With 2 outs here in the top of the fourth.
Right fielder number 22, Luke Mondich.
So it's going to bring up Luke Mondich, the right fielder, who's 0 for 1. Mondich takes a first pitch up and in as he leans back out of the way, and it's a 1-0 count. And now a pitch downstairs, 2-0. Now the 2-0, swung on and grounded just in front of the A's dugout, and it's a 2-1 count. Billy will look to the runner at first as he comes set. And now the 2-1, swung on and hit well, but right on the ground to the shortstop Fallish, who will flip to Arns covering second to get the force there. And that ends the fourth inning. The Bandits get their first hit, but Billy able to keep them stranded, and we're through 3.5. We go to the bottom of the fourth. A's still lead 2-0.
Number 19, Harry Stout.
Bottom of the fourth, Harry Stout will lead it off with the A's leading 2-0 here in this fourth inning. A's have gotten both of their runs on errors. They have just one hit. Stout was the first runner to score. He reached base on a two-base error and eventually scored on a couple of ground balls. One that advanced him to third, and then the next ground ball allowed him to score from third. I was swinging a hard ground ball to the shortstop. He'll pick it up on a couple of hops and throw across in time, and it's a 6-3 ground out to begin the fourth.
Second baseman, number 29, Jake Arns.
So now it's Jake Arns. Takes the first pitch inside, 1-0. Called strike 1-1. I was swinging a ground ball to down the left field line, but that's going to be foul. It's 1-2. That one missed downstairs, 2-2. Swing and a miss on that one, and that's a strikeout of Arns. And that's going to bring up Logan Vittmeyer.
The catcher, number 20, Logan Vittmeyer.
Vittmeyer takes a first pitch inside. It's 1-0. That one missed again. 2-0.
Alexi, one more time. What year was that player with us this year?
2-0 missed downstairs. 3 balls and no strikes on the A's catcher Vittmeyer, who's 0 for 1. And now he'll take a strike right at the knees on the inner third, and it's 3-1. And now that one missed outside, so a 2-out base runner.
Left fielder, number 36, Josh Gates.
So that's going to bring up Josh Gates now. The runner at first, 2 outs, and he'll foul that one out of play. It's 0-1. Pitcher Gene Clark comes set, and the 0-1 comes inside, almost hits Gates. It's 1-1. Called strike, and it's 1-2. No, that one missed outside. 2-2. Called strike with a fastball on the outside corner. Gates didn't like the call, but he's the final out of the inning. So we're through 4. We're going to go to the top of the 5th. A's still lead 2-0.
Fans, we have a special guest in attendance.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Top of the 5th. Billy out for his 5th inning. And it's Mike Rotere, the first baseman, to lead it off. As he's down in the count 0-1. Now he'll take one outside. It's 1-1. Billy has given up just one hit and no runs through his first 4 innings. He's given up was thrown just 48 pitches. Now the 1-2. Swung on and popped up down the left field line. That's going to be foul. And out of the reach of Josh Gates. So the count stays at 1-2. One and two now from Billy. Just missed the outside edge on the left-handed batter. With the breaking ball, it's 2. Outside with a fastball. It's now full up at 3-2. Three-two, grounded to the right side. First baseman Jurgensen will pick it up, step on first for the 3 unassisted, and it's 1 up and 1 down to begin the inning.
Second baseman, number 50, Jared Lensmeyer.
And that brings up Jared Lensmeyer, the second baseman, who's 0 for 1. Flew out to right in his only at-bat. Takes the first pitch strike, does Lensmeyer. One and swung and fouled right near home plate, and it's 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. And a half swing, check down to first, and he held, so it's a ball. One, two, swung on and popped out of play into the screen. It's 1-2. One, two from Billy. Missed downstairs. 2-2. And a swing and a fly ball left field. And it'll be Lechner, the center fielder, to make the catch in left center. Fairly shallow left center for the second out of the inning.
Left fielder, number 9, Tanner Handler.
Now it's Tanner Hadler, the left fielder. Takes the first pitch fastball that missed upstairs and off the outside corner. To the left-handed batting Hadler. 0 for 1 is the Bandits' left fielder. Now he hammers that one deep right center, and a nice play made by Drew Lechner on the run. To steal extra bases away from Hadler. Perfect route right to the flight of that ball, and reached up and made the catch just a few steps in front of the warning track. And we are through 4.5. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still 2-0 A's. Kyle Peterson's going to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. A's at the bottom of the order. It'll be 8, 9, and 1.
How many of those soccer balls the guys have ready since we don't have a busy backer or something for any of these guys?
Now a swing and a foul off the end of the bat, up the third base line. It's 1 and 1. Pitch downstairs, 2 and 1. Now that one missed, 3 and 1. Called strike on Kyle Peterson as the count goes full.
Lexi, can you repeat that, please?
Now that one missed, it's ball 4. So a leadoff walk, and that'll bring up Drew Lechner, who walked back in his only plate appearance.
Center fielder, number 15, Drew Lechner.
So called strike, it's 0 and 1. Pitch misses off the outside, 1 and 1. One outside, 2 and 1. Two one missed upstairs. 3 balls on a strike. With the top of the order looming. A's lead 2-0 here. Bottom of the 5th. That was swing and a miss. Lechner had a big hack at that one and came up empty. And now a swing and a miss as he strikes out for the first out of the inning.
Right fielder, number 31, Ross Chris.
And that's going to bring up Ross Chris now, who's 0 for 2. So heading the count 1 and 0. And make it 2 and 0 now. Two balls and no strikes to count, and now that one catches the outside corner right at the knees. It's 2 and 1. Now that one missed, 3 and 1. Swinging a foul, 3 and 1. It's now 3 and 2. Swinging another foul ball. It's still 3 and 2. Full count pitch, hit to the right side, picked up by the second baseman. He'll go to second, and he got him. Lensmeyer had to play that one deep in the hole between first and second. Made a spinning throw basically from short right field to get the out at second. Takes away a base hit.
Shortstop, number 5, Jake Bell.
And it works as a 4-6 fielder's choice. So Chris now at first for Jake Fallish, who takes a ball. It's 1-0. I was swinging a line drive in the left field. That's a base hit. And that gets through the left fielder, Hadler, and that's going to allow Chris to come around and score. So that's an error or a base hit and an E7 as the outfielders for the Bandits are having some troubles fielding ground balls in the outfield. It's the second time that a ball has gotten through an outfielder that should have just been runners at first and second. Instead it turns into a run scoring and now a runner at second base for Jimmy Jorgensen. It's now the fourth error already on Manitowoc. Jorgensen takes a called strike. Now swinging a foul, 0-2. A's now leading 3-0 here. There's a pitch in the dirt, gets away from the catcher Casper, and that's going to allow Fallish to go to third. So the A's have another runner 90 feet away. Now the 1-2 upstairs. And Jorgensen able to hold up on the swing. It's 2-2. I was swinging a fly ball, but well foul. Jorgensen got into it, but out ahead of it. Still 2-2. And there's a called third strike right at the bottom of the zone for the final out of the inning. But thanks to another error, A's get run number 3. We're going to go to the top of the 6th. A's lead 3-0. Taylor Mondich will lead off the top of the sixth, and he'll take a called strike from Brendan Billy. 0-2 on the Bandits center fielder. Now he's quickly down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Due up in the inning, it's Mondich, Krieger, and then top of the order in Casper. And he takes the 3rd strike. So Billy throws in 3 strikes, and Mondich takes all 3 of them, and he's the first out.
Third baseman, number 17, Jess Krieger.
It's the 2nd strikeout for Billy. Brings up Jesse Krieger, the 3rd baseman now, who's 0 for 1. And he'll take one outside, 1-0. Swinging a pop-up behind home plate, giving a look is Vittmeyer, and did make the catch, but it hit the screen, so it's a ball out of play. So just a foul ball, it's 1-1. One coming downstairs. 2-1. 2-1 from Billy is well off the outside. It's 3-1. A swing and a pop-up, short left field, and it's going to be Fallish. A couple steps in to the outfield to make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning.
Catcher, number 12, Chris Casper.
So now 2 outs for Chris Casper. He takes a first pitch ball, 1-0. One out to Casper. Swung on and grounded up the middle to the or towards the left side. Picked up by the shortstop Fallish. And he quickly fires to first in time. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Brendan Billy. And we are through 5.5. We go to the bottom of the 6th. A's still leading now 3-0. Bottom of the 6th, and Harry Stout leads it off. Third time now he's led off an inning. He's 0 for 2. He's reached base on a two-base error and eventually scored. That was the first run of the A's for the A's back in the bottom of the 2nd. So now he's quickly ahead, 2 balls and no strikes on Jake Jeanquart. So that one's hit in the right, playable, and an easy play for Mondich for the first start of the inning. 1 up, 1 down, and that's going to bring up Jake Arns. Second baseman is 0 for 2.
Second baseman, number 29, Jake Arns.
He struck out and grounded to first. Now a swing and a pop-up, and Casper looks like he had a shot at it, but could not make the play, just out of his reach. Ball landed in foul territory, just in front of the Bandits dugout, and it's just a foul ball. It's 0-1. Swinging a foul ball, now 0-2. Swinging another foul, back to the screen, still 0-2. Oh-2 from Jeanquart, and just missed with that one. It's now 1-2. Look in as Jeanquart gets his sign from the windup. The 1-2 grounded again, foul up the third base line. In foul territory, that one will hop off the facing of the A's dugout, and it's still 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes on Jake Arns. 1 out in the inning. A's lead 3-0 here in the 6th, and there's a ground ball to the left side picked up by Krieger at third base. And the throw is high, but Ortier leaps up, makes the catch, and comes down on the first base bag to secure the out to save an error. It's a 5-3 putout, and it's 2 outs in the inning.
The catcher, number 20, Logan Wittmeyer.
So now it's Logan Wittmeyer, the catcher, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Jeanquart now at 100 pitches, and his 101st is a swing and a miss. That's 0-1. A swing and a ground ball. A nice play by Jeanquart, who is kind of a sliding play off the pitcher's mound, and makes the throw from one knee in time, and it's a 1-3 ground out, and that's the end of the 6th inning. We're going to go to the top of the 7th, final 3 innings. A's lead 3-0.
At some point, a line has to be drawn. For us, that line is only delivering within 5 minutes of our stores, so your sandwich arrives freaky fresh. It's nothing personal. It's because sandwich.
Jake Jeancourt will lead off the inning, and the first pitch drills him right in the back, and he'll take his base at first.
Shortstop, number 1, Earl Vorpagel.
So Earl Vorpagel now will stand in with a runner at first after the hit by pitch. First pitch missed downstairs for a ball, 1-0. One zero inside corner for a strike, 1-1. I'll throw it at first. Jeancourt back in time. I was swinging a ground ball past a diving first baseman Jurgensen. That's going to be in the right field. That's going to put runners at first and third with nobody out.
Right fielder, number 22, Luke Latich.
So the Bandits in business, runners on the corners, nobody out. Inning has started with a pitch on the first pitch of the inning. And then the single. First pitch to Luke Mondich is hit into left center, and Lechner on the run makes a nice catch in left center. Run does score on a sac fly. But Lechner, with another nice play, takes away a base hit and gives the A's the first out of the inning. So one out now for the first baseman for the Bandits. It's Mike Rotier, and now one in the air, very shallow left, and it's going to be Josh Gates to make the call. Just a few steps from the infield for the second out.
Second baseman, number 50, Jared Lensmeyer.
First pitch missed outside on Lensmeyer. It's 0-1, or excuse me, 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. Down and in, gets away from the catcher Wittmeyer, and that's going to go as a wild pitch. Allows the runner to advance up to second. It's 2-0. Vorpagel now standing in scoring position at second base. Lensmeyer, the tying run here in the inning, standing at the plate. Now there's a fastball that soars at about eye level for Lensmeyer. Oh, that one missed, so it's a 4-pitch walk.
Too cool.
Now a meeting at the mound with Derek Lumens and his pitcher as well as the catcher Vittmeyer. Runners at first and second. That runner at first represents the tying run. And the batter Tanner Hadler, the left fielder, represents the go-ahead run here with 2 outs in the inning.
Left fielder number 9, Tanner Gedler.
First pitch fastball, missed upstairs, 1-0. One 0 called strike. One one. Missed. It's 2-1. And the 2-1 missed well outside, 3-1. Now there's another ball that missed, so the bases are going to be loaded.
Center fielder number 5,
Tyler Mandich. And a swing and a miss. Billy gets out of it. Bases get loaded, but allows just 1 run on 3 walks and a hit by pitch and a base hit, and we are through 6.5. We go to the bottom of the 7th. A's still leading 3-1. Bottom of the 7th, it'll be Gates to lead it off when we have a pitching change. As it's a first pitch strike, it's 0-1. Hadler is now the new pitcher, and Gene Quart takes Hadler's spot in left field. So just a switch between those two. So Gene Quart in left, and Hadler takes the pitching mound. As now it's a 1-1 count. Now the 1-1 missed inside. 2-1. Two-one offering. Missed high for a ball. 3 balls and a strike on Josh Gates. A's are at the bottom of their order, 7, 8, 9. Now that one missed for ball 4. And Gates works a leadoff walk, and that's going to bring up Kyle Peterson. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Is the A's DH.
Kyle Peterson.
First pitch taken for a ball outside, 1-0. Throw to first, runners back. One-0 from Hadler. Missed inside, almost hit him. It's 2-0. Now that one missed. It's 3 balls and no strikes. As Hadler has come in and he's struggled to find the strike zone. He's thrown 8 pitches, just 1 for a strike. And now he's walked the first 2 batters he's faced. So that's 8 of the first 9 pitches out of the zone.
Center fielder, number 15, Drew Lechner.
So now it's Drew Lechner, the center fielder. Made a couple of nice plays in center field so far tonight. He's also walked and struck out and scored a run for the A's. Bats at the bottom of the order in the 9 spot. He'll take one out of the zone again. It's 1-0. Pitch downstairs, 2-0. Pitch. Missed inside, ball 3. Now the 3-0. Inside for ball 4. So Hadler has thrown 13 pitches. Just 1 for a strike. 12 out of the zone. And the A's have the bases loaded with nobody out for the top of the order.
Number 31, Ross West.
So now a meeting at the mound as Hadler has struggled with his command to begin his relief outing. Again, he's faced 3 batters, thrown 13 pitches, and 12 have been out of the zone. The only strike he's thrown was to the first batter. So Ross Chris stands in. He's 0 for 3 with a chance for the A's now to really break this game open. They lead 3-1. And there's a strike. And it's 0-1 on Christ. Now was swinging a hard hit ball, but foul up the right field foul line. And it's 0-2. Christ had a good rip at it, hit it well, but just out ahead of it. So he's down in the count 0-2. Infield playing in, trying to cut down a runner from scoring from third. And now there's a ball, skips in the dirt, gets away, and all 3 runners are going to advance. It'll be a wild pitch that scores a run, and it's now 4-1 with runners now at second and third. So 4-1, runners at second and third, and now Chris launches that one, but foul. Still 1-2. Cross the left-hander, Chris the left-hander waiting, and inside almost hit him. It's 2-2. Two-two pitch, swung on, hit to the left side, foul territory, and it's going to get out of play. So it's still 2-2 on Christ. And Chris takes one a bit high and maybe also outside. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Still nobody out. Now a swing and a ground ball, right side, picked up by the second baseman Lensmeyer, and just gets the runner Christ out at first. Neither runners advance, so it just goes as a simple 4-3 ground out, and it's now going to be Fallish with those runners still at second and third. Fallish is 2 for 3. He's singled twice. He's also struck out. He's responsible for the only 2 hits the A's have. As he's down in the count 0-1. And now Fallish lines that one into right center. That's going to bring both runners home as the A's are going to take a 5-1 lead. And Jake Fallish has accounted for all 3 base hits for the A's, as he gives them a bit of breathing room. They lead 6-1.
First baseman, number 32, Jimmy Jorgensen.
So now it's Jimmy Jorgensen, 0 for 3. Takes the first pitch, ball, 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball left side, and that's going to be off the fence up the left field foul area. And it's just a foul ball, now 1-1.
Lexi, can you find out from Denny where
1-1, hard ground ball up the first base line. That's another base hit. All the way into the corner. Jimmy around first. He's going to head into second. Fallish will stop at third. Runners now at second and third with still just one out. So now Harry Stout, runners at second and third.
Cleanup batter, the third baseman, number 19, Harry Stout.
I'm a little busy at the moment. Can you
A swing and a pop-up into center, and Mondich will make the catch. It's going to go as a sacrifice fly. A's get their 7th run. Stelk gets an RBI, and they lead now by 6. It's 7-1.
Second baseman, number 29, Jake Arns.
First pitch to Arns now. He takes a strike 0-1. Oh, 1 missed, 1-1. One pitch. Swung on and launched deep down the left field line, but that's going to be foul. Arns just a bit ahead of it. Still 1-2. It's now 1-2. Swinging a ground ball up the third base foul line. It's still 1-2 count. One, two, just missed. 2-2. Now a swing and a miss. Arns is out. That's the final out of the inning. But the A's put up a crooked number, and we are through 7. We're going to go to the top of the 8th. They now lead by 6. It's 7-1.
Our customers are people who work hard for their money. So we do everything we can to make their money work hard for them. At Meijer, we see it as a simple matter of respect. That's why for 80 years now, low prices have been built into the way we do business. Because the most important thing we can earn is the right to shake someone's hand and look them in the eye. Come see for yourself.
Top of the eighth. A's have a new pitcher. It's now Ben Folger in place of the starter Brendan Billy. Now the first pitch from Folger is popped up on the infield. Easy play for Fallish. Doesn't he have to move from his spot at short, and it's one pitch, one out.
Catcher number 12, Chris Casper.
So now it's Chris Casper, the shortstop. And he swings and grounds that one to the right side, picked up by Jurgensen. He'll flip to Folger covering. And now that's two pitches, two outs to begin the eighth.
Left fielder, number 2, Jake Jeancourt.
So now it's Jake Jeancourt, now playing left field. Started as a starting pitcher. First pitch missed upstairs for ball 1-0. Folger has an ERA of 7.88 in his 5 appearances in 8 innings. Now 2-0. Folger's given up 13 hits in those 8 innings. As now that one's popped up out of play. 2-2. He has 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. He's 1-1 with a save, and now he'll hit that one in the center. Does Jeancourt. Playable for Lechner, and he'll make the catch. And that's a very easy 1-2-3 inning on just 6 pitches for Folger. And we are through 7.5. We go to the bottom of the 8th. A's still leading 7-1.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
Leading off for the A's, the catcher, number 20, Logan Wittmeyer.
Logan Wittmeyer leads off the bottom of the 8th. A's lead 7-1. And as Tanner Hadler out for his second inning out of relief. Gave up 4 runs in the last inning. Struggled early on with his command. Gave up 3 walks. And then a couple of base hits. Now 1-1 on Wittmeyer. Now he'll swing and miss at that one. It's 1-2. Wittmeyer is 0 for 2. He's walked, grounded out twice. And now he'll swing and hit that one to the shortstop on a hop for Pagel. Will pick it up and throw across in time. And it's a 6-3 ground out to begin the inning.
Left fielder, number 36, Josh Yates.
Now a swing and a miss on that first pitch. Gates got fooled on that one, way ahead of it. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss. Now 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Missed upstairs for a ball, 1-2. One, two pitch, missed upstairs, 2-2. Now that one missed. Full count. After Gates fell behind 0-2, he's worked it back full. Now the 3-2 pitch, swung on and fouled. It sounded like it hit off the mask of the catcher, so it's still 3-2. Full count offering is fouled out of play, and it's still 3-2. Now the 3-2 missed high for ball 4, and that's going to be a 1-out walk.
Designated hitter, number 44, Kyle Peterson.
So now runner at first for Kyle Peterson with 1 out, and that one is in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and that's going to be a wild pitch as Gates takes his base at second. That one missed upstairs, 2-0. Peterson, the DH for the A's, is 0 for 1. He's walked twice in his 3 total plate appearances. Now he's quickly ahead, 3 balls and no strikes. As Hadler has lost his command here in this inning. And a called strike, fastball in the inner half, 3-1. 3-1 taken downstairs for ball 4. And that's Peterson's 3rd walk of the evening.
Center fielder, number 15, Drew Lechner.
Now it's Drew Lechner who takes a first pitch ball. It's 1-0. Another one missed downstairs, 2-0. Inside, checked his swing, 3-0. No offering, Missed outside for ball 4. That's the third walk of the inning, and the bases are loaded with out. So now we're going to have a meeting at the mound. As Hadler has struggled with his command throughout this game since he came in the last inning. And now we're going to have a pitching change as Hadler's being taken out of the game, so that's going to do it for him. So we'll take a short break. A's lead 7-1 here in the bottom of the 8th. They have one out, and we'll bring you back with a new pitcher shortly.
I'm not usually... I've never really been into this sappy, corny, mushy garbage. You know what? I'm going for it.
You are completely and utterly
Awesome. Great. I'm glad you showed up.
in my life.
I could never get through this world without you. You are really close to my...
Heart!
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I...
Get down, get down!
There you are. You always have...
My back, my back. I'm so glad you're alive.
It's like all these tiny little things...
Yes, things.
...are serious and kind of important.
You gotta hold it like a baby bird.
And
please be quiet.
listen. You hear that?
We're back, and the new pitcher is Forpego. And the 1-0 missed inside 2-0. So Hadler goes out to his original spot in left. Jeancourt goes from left to short. And now it's quickly 3-0. And that one missed outside for ball 4. So Chris gets an RBI the easy way. And that's going to bring up Jake Fallish, who has has 3 of the 4 A's base hits. The only other A with a base hit is Jimmy Jurgensen. That's the man due up next. And now Fallish hits one up the middle. Played on the backhand by the second baseman Lensmeyer. He will get one on the fielder's choice. Another run scores, and it's now 9-1.
First baseman, number 32, Jimmy Jurgensen.
Now it's Jimmy Jurgensen who takes a ball. One missed outside, 2-0. Swung on and fouled out of play over the A's dugout. Now 2-1. That one missed downstairs with the runner at first taken off on the pitch. No throw. Stolen base for Fallish. I was swinging a ground ball up the middle. Nice play by Jeancourt to make the play, but the throw is offline, and both runners are going to score, and that should be the ball game. And indeed, that's the ball game. So when So Jeancourt made a nice play. His throw was offline just a bit, and Rotier couldn't make the catch and keep his foot on the bag, and that allowed both Lechner and Fallish to score, and that gives the A's an 11-1 lead, so they win via the 10-run rule. To defeat the Manitowoc Bandits. So essentially it works as a walk-off victory for the A's as they win in 8 innings. As the A's move to 17-9 on the season. Their next game will be this Saturday. That they'll have 2 games on Saturday. It's the Wisconsin State League Baseball Classic. The A's will play the Braves at 3:30, and then the Kenosha Kings at 7:30 following the first game, and then they have the Lombard Orioles on Sunday. First pitch for that is at 5. So they have 3 games this weekend. As again, the A's win 11-1 on 4 base hits. Also, thanks in part to 5 errors committed by the Manitowoc Bandits. The winning pitcher for the A's was Brandon Billy, who went 7 innings, gave up just 2 hits and 1 run. He walked 3, struck out 3. He also hit a batter. Losing pitcher Jake Jeanquart, who went 6 innings. He pitched well. He gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, all of them unearned. He struck out 6 and walked 3. And that's going to do it for us tonight, as again, the A's win 11-1 on a 10-run rule in 8 innings. I'm Joey Grundle, your voice of the A's. We'll see you on Saturday afternoon. First pitch for that against the Addison Braves at 3:30. Until then, have a good night.